to lesson 13. These are the contents of the lesson. As I said, there are a lot of people whose maternal language is English. And despite this, they don't know how to use adequately the adverbs. The most frequent error is that they don't know the difference between adjectives and adverbs. Okay, in this lesson, you're going to learn to use the adverbs without a problem. And you'll see immediately if other people know them or know how to use them. Don't be surprised to see that a lot of people, despite the fact that they speak English, that they have spoken English since they were children, don't know how to use them adequately. So these are the contents. We have the vocabulary, como siempre. Lots and lots of vocabulary here to learn. Very, very important to learn it all. Okay? And then we have our first exercise, which is more phrasal verbs, more idiomatic expressions. Okay? So very important to learn these because we use these in English all the time. Okay, so look up to, make sure, make up, pass out, pick out, pick up, put away, put on, run into, run out of, set up, show off, take care of, and take off. So we can do the first exercise immediately once you have learned these, okay? So here you have the examples. You're going to complete the following sentences with idiomatic expressions, the same as in the previous lessons, okay? Here we have the examples. My husband's nephew looks up to his father. Can you pick me up at 7 o'clock? Okay? Susanna's daughter will pick up her new hat today. Okay? El sobrino de mi marido. Oh no, sorry, lo siento, la hija de Susana recogerá su nuevo sombrero hoy. O su sombrero nuevo hoy. Lo siento. Okay. Antonio passed out because he was very tired. Okay. His niece made up a lie because she was in trouble. Okay. Su sobrino inventó una mentira porque ella estaba en dificultad. Okay. I want. Okay. Where are we? Okay, I have to look after my two nephews on Sunday. The dentist ran into his son at the station. Javier likes to show off his clothes. The doctor is running out of money. Oh. Okay, she had to put on her clothes before she was ready. Okay, so you can work all these out. These are phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions, very important. Her son-in-law, su yerno. Okay? Her son-in-law will pick up her daughters after school, after dinner. Futuro. Her son-in-law will pick up her daughters after dinner. Okay, this is the new lesson, adverbs. Okay? The adverb is a word that, bueno, it explains, the way I say it in English is that adverbs are words that modify. That they modify other verbs, other adjectives, or other adverbs. Okay? There are three types of adverb. Adverbs de modo, or in English, of manner. Okay? Adverbs of place and adverbs of time. Okay, so of manner. She drives carefully. She drives carefully. Mira, carefully. Okay. We could say, we could, if we use the adjective, we say, she is a careful driver. Okay, and this is describing the verb. She drives carefully. It's not describing the person. Okay, she is a careful driver, and careful is an adjective, but she drives carefully. Okay, he works in a bank. In a bank. Okay, this is adverbial phrase. Okay, adverbial phrase, an adverb phrase. Okay, in a bank. He works in a bank. Okay, and of time. She swims in the morning. Okay, so this describes where he works. He works in a bank. She swims in the morning. Okay, in these examples, you'll see that the adverbs ask the questions how, where, and when. Okay, well, the adverbs of manner are usually formed by adding ly to an adjective. Okay, and that's the same as adding the ending mente, mente, in Espanol, in Spanish. Okay, they answer the question how, how. Okay, here's some examples. Easy. Hmm? It was an easy exam. Easy is an adjective. The exam was easily. Okay? But he did it easily. Easily. This describes how he did the exam. He did the exam easily. Okay? Or here's one. Correct. Okay? Correctly. Hmm? It was the correct answer. Correct? Adjective. It was the correct answer. Okay? But he answered the question correctly. He answered the question correctly. This tells us how he answered the question. He answered it correctly. Okay. And the adverbs of place are formed by a group of words that we call phrase adverbial. Okay, adverbial phrases. And they answer the question where. Okay, where? She played the violin at the theatre. At the theatre. Okay? And the adverbs of time indicates that the hour or the moment in which the action took place. Okay, you can see you can use only one word, or you can use an adverbial phrase también. Okay, and they answered the question when. She played the piano. Cuando. She played the piano last week. Okay. And when we use the three types of adverbs in the same sentence, okay, we have to place them in the following order. First, manner, then place, and then time. So here we have, she played the violin beautifully at the theatre last week. Okay? She played the violin beautifully at the theatre last week. Okay, let's see how we can do this in the test. First of all, we're going to translate the following adverbs to English. Okay? So we're going to learn some adverbs here. Here's an example. Easily, fríamente, coldly, claramente, clearly, directamente, directly, alegremente, happily, or cheerfully, or gladly. Okay? Pobremente, poorly, sabiamente, wisely, wisely. Okay? This is proudly, comfortably, slowly. This one could be pleasantly, or agreeably, or even nicely. Nicely. Yeah? He did it nicely. He did it pleasantly. Okay, sadly. Immediately. Immediately, or at once, or straight away, or right now. Immediately. Okay? Annually, or yearly. Particularly, or specially. También. Perfectamente is perfectly, or ideally. Many of these are so similar to English. Perfectly, particularly, immediately, annually, responsibly. Okay? Responsibly, seriously. Okay? Or thoughtfully even. Okay? This one, desafortunadamente, is unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay? Fortunadamente would be fortunately. And desafortunadamente is unfortunately. Okay? And amablemente también is kindly, nicely, or sweetly. Okay? Posiblemente, likely, possibly, conceivably. And this one, libremente, could be freely, or even loosely. Okay? Altamente, highly, altamente, and elaboradamente, elaboradamente, elaborately, elaborately. Okay, so the adverbs of the following sentences are in the wrong order. Okay, so we're going to have to put them together correctly in manner, place, and time. Okay, here's a couple of examples. Let's go tonight to the theatre. Well, we say, let's go to the theatre tonight. Okay? He goes in the winter to Sweden. Okay? He goes to Sweden in the winter. Okay? He goes to Sweden in the winter. Her niece arrived this morning late. Okay? Her niece arrived late this morning. Okay? My nephew told me kindly today to send the letters. Okay? My nephew kindly told me to send the letters today. We ran into Jane yesterday. Oh, we ran into yesterday Jane on the street. Not good, not good, okay? We say we ran into Jane on the street yesterday, okay? We ran into Jane on the street yesterday. Okay? I will see you tomorrow at Louise's house early. Okay? I will see you at Louise's house early tomorrow. Yo te veré en la casa de Luis mañana temprano. Okay. The children played all day happily at the park. Okay. The children played happily at the park all day. All day. Okay. So I'm helping you a little bit too much, so I'm going to let you do these. You can work these out. And then we're going to go to irregular adverbs. Okay? Okay, there are some adverbs that are written exactly the same as adjectives. Okay, for example, here's an adjective. He's a fast swimmer. He's a fast swimmer. Okay? Or he swims fast. Here's an adverb. Here, it describes the boy. It describes the boy. So it's an adjective. He is a fast swimmer. Okay? Describes how he swims. He swims fast. Okay? He is a fast swimmer. Here it describes the verbs. It describes the swim. He swims fast. Okay? He is a fast swimmer. Fast describes the boy. He swims fast. Fast describes the verb. Okay? It describes the verb. So here are some other adverbs that are written the same as adjectives. But if you change, if you add the ending ly, it changes the meaning. The meaning is different. Okay? So short. Short is an adjective. But shortly, shortly is not an adverb of short. Okay? Shortly is dentro de poco. Okay? Here you have different examples. Low, lowly. Okay? Hard and hardly. That's completely different. Late and lately. Near and nearly. Except we can change the pronunciation of this. Nearly. Near and nearly. So we change the pronunciation. Okay? The following sentences are examples of how to use this. Mary works hard. Maria trabaja duro. Okay? Pero I can hardly hear you. Yo apenas puedo oírte. Okay? Well, it is late. It's tarde. But I saw him lately. I saw him lately. Lo vi recientemente. Okay? And some words that end in ly are not adverbs. Okay? Even though most of them are. Here there are two. Here you have two examples. I saw a lovely girl. A lovely girl. Lovely is an adjective. Okay? And ugly. Who is that ugly woman? Ugly también is an adjective. Okay? So, quite difficult. The next exercise, okay, you're going to underline, okay, or you're going to use the underline, you're going to underline the applicable word in each sentence, okay? Here are the examples. She arrived late or lately to school. Bueno, she arrived late. She arrived late to school, okay? This is the adverb. She arrived late to school, okay? He nearly goes to jail, okay? He nearly goes to jail, okay? Marlene is a private secretary, not privately, okay? This book is clear. I saw John recently, okay? Mary asked me to drive. What do you think? Slow or slowly? In this case, slowly. My grandfather talks wisely. This is how he talks. He talks wisely. Okay? The teacher pronounced that word. Okay? What are we talking about? We're talking about how the teacher pronounced. So we're talking about the verb. So it's perfectly. And the same here. We're talking about the answer. He answered her correctly. Here is your house. Now we're talking about the house. The house is a noun. Okay? So we use adjectives to describe the house. Is your house near the sea? Is it near the sea? Okay? Once again, I can do. We're talking about how I can do it. I can do it easily. Okay? Helen sings. So this is how she sings. She sings beautifully. Okay? Helen is beautiful. Okay? But she sings beautifully. Okay? Tienes que explicar la lesson. You have to explain the lesson immediately. Immediately. And tell the boys to speak. Okay? How? Tell the boys to speak how. Oh, tell them to speak wisely. Okay? I saw something watch, a reloj, for the judge. Okay, so we're talking about the watch. We're talking about the watch. We're describing the watch. Okay? So we're going to use the adjective. I saw a wonderful watch for the judge. Okay? Here we have she. She, for example, Helen. She is, we're going to describe the girl. Okay? She is a beautiful girl. She walks, now we're going to describe how she walks. So she walks slowly. I have a bad toothache. I have a bad toothache. It's describing me. It's describing me. Yo. I have a bad toothache. Okay, so it's quite a difficult lesson, and you have to spend a lot of time, maybe 2 or 3 days, learning about adverbs. Okay? Look up on the internet. Look up sites for adverbs. Do lots of exercises. Do the exam at the end of this chapter. Spend some time, and I'll see you for lesson 14. Thank you. Bye-bye.